Hi everybody, my name is Barry Schwartz and this is a Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, October 12th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com over the past week. Sorry I'm rushing. We had a blackout this morning in the office. It just came back on. I need to get a lot of things done and I'm way behind schedule, so I apologize. First up, there was possibly a Google search algorithm update on October 8th and 9th. It seems like a lot of people think there was. It might be just tweaks to the previous algorithm updates that we've been reporting on, but there's been a lot of things going on in the past several weeks. So this one, October 8th and 9th, October 4th, September 27th, September 19th, 11th, 6th, and August 22nd. A lot of chatter, so definitely take a look at your analytics and rankings and see how this has impacted you. Google, based on that, Danny Sullivan posted on the Google Twitter account, giving us an update on updates, basically explaining why they confirm some updates, why they don't confirm other updates, and so forth. There's absolutely really nothing new here outside of it written in a pretty well way. Here's your update on updates about our search algorithms. Explained each day, Google usually releases one or more changes designed to improve our results. Most have little noticeable change, but help us continue to incrementally improve search. Again, all this stuff is pretty much the same thing. Sometimes an update may be more noticeable. They confirmed some updates. They don't confirm other updates. I will go through this to take a look at what Google's saying about why they confirm things, why they don't confirm things, and so forth. Posted this morning at seroundtable.com over the past week. I'm not going to go into detail here because I'm really in a rush, so I apologize. Google confirmed that the mobile-first indexing change has zero relation to any of these algorithm updates. They're totally unrelated, Google said, and they said it twice. People are saying, oh, these updates are specific. It's obvious that it's related to this mobile-first indexing rollout. But John Mueller is saying, no, it's unrelated. These are not related to mobile indexing, he said up here. And then people are like, well, you're wrong, John. It's definitely related because look at what's going on. And John's like, no, it's totally unrelated. So just keep that in mind, and you can take up the argument there. And it makes sense why logically people might think that, but it might not necessarily be the case. Google said, if you see a crawl rate increase, it's probably related to you being switched to the mobile-first indexing process. What's cool is, and this is John Mueller saying that, I did some look at this. On the September 20th, they came out with a rollout of notices around the mobile-first indexing, basically communicating to webmasters, hey, your site has been switched over to mobile-first indexing. What's interesting is I looked at those sites that got those notices, and most saw massive crawl spikes on the 9th and the 8th. Again, if you look at those crawl spikes, so Google said they usually send a notice well after you actually being switched over. So about a week and a half or so after the update, after you've been switched over to mobile-first indexing, you should see actually crawl rates before that, about a week and a half before that. So it's pretty interesting to see that data. Big news this week is Google Plus is shutting down. Google Plus had a major security breach, not really breach, but exposure, however you want to call it, similar to what Facebook happened. They're shutting it down, at least the public version, the commercial version, consumer version of Google Plus. I give a brief history of Google Plus in terms of how it impacted search on search engine land, and I also gave my idea. I basically think it's not going to impact SEOs at all with Google Plus closing down, so nothing really to worry about over there. Google said no, they don't use real-life signals for ranking. So if you visit a store in person in real life, let's say you always go to Starbucks, it's not going to rank Starbucks better for you for coffee just because you visit the store more often. What happens in local search is different. This is specifically to web search, at least John Mueller said. But again, I don't believe Google will do that even in local search, but who knows. We posted about the Google Cache 404s when you switch to the mobile-first indexing. So we posted a little hack in terms of how to get your page to load the Google Cache. So all you need to do is replace your domain name in the cache URL. So for example, John Mew with just like XYZ or something like that. And it will actually work. So I posted how to do this over here. Take a look at that. And you can actually go ahead and figure out the workaround. Not that it matters or whatever. John Mueller said that word count ratios, anchor text ratios, and stuff like that are not indicative of quality. That caused a little bit of controversy. But definitely take a look at that. Basically commented about this. This article has 760 words, 20 linked pages. Average correlated word count is this, and average percent of anchor text is that. And John Mueller responds, none of those numbers are indicative of the quality of the page. Of course, that causes some controversy. Google said they generally treat quoted text, block quotes, or quoted text as the same as they treat any other content on that page. So that's something to keep in mind. Google said Google's testing a cool new expanded version of site links. So basically, it's kind of like a site links with like featured snippets embedded in them. So what you see here is the site links. Let me just show you another. So here are, let me show you. This is what site links really look like. Like these are links that jump you to the page. But now Google's testing it that you can actually expand the site links with drop downs, and it loads like kind of like these feature snippets directly there. It's a new feature that Google's testing. Google's testing a clipboard icon in the autocomplete search suggestions. This is interesting. I have no clue what it does. Google wouldn't comment in terms of what it does. But as you're typing recipes, you get a search icon, which you always do, and so you get this clipboard. I'm not exactly sure what it does. I could speculate, but I'm not exactly sure what it does. Google's also said that it's annoying, yes, when other sites outrank you for your breaking story. So let's say you break a story about anything, I don't know, whatever, Trump said whatever, and everybody who's sourcing your story links to you, but yet you're not ranking number one. Somebody who's linking to you and sourcing you ranks number one. He said, yeah, that's annoying, it happens, and it happens, but it is annoying, and he didn't really give a good explanation of why it happens, but sometimes it does happen. It even happens with Google when they announce stuff, he said. Supposedly, Bing is not listening to the submit URL tool even within Google Webmaster Tools. So if you use the submit URL tool in Bing Webmaster Tools and you submit a URL, Bing won't actually go and crawl that with BingBot for days or weeks later. So it looks like Bing's not listening to their own submit URL tool even in Bing Webmaster Tools, even though they removed the URL anonymous tool. The Google Local Pack is testing a trending icon in the Local Pack itself. Here's a screenshot you can see over here. Shows a little trending icon. This week trending, I guess, based on foot traffic. Google's warning local businesses in specific areas that they are going to begin testing their Duplex technology, where the Google Assistant can potentially call you, a robot could call you to make an appointment, reservation, etc. at your listings. This is going to be being tested in New York City, Atlanta, Phoenix, and San Francisco. So definitely, if you are running a restaurant and you get a call from a computer, you might not know it's a computer, but it is Google Duplex probably calling you. Google Home Hub was launched this week. It has a display. The Google Assistant has been updated to support this new display, and I'm really excited to test it. I actually ordered it. I'm very curious to see how feature snippets interact with this, so I'll be testing it when I get my hands on it, I think sometime later this month. Google Lens is now built into the new Pixel 3, which is announced this week, so you can actually open your camera on the Pixel 3 and actually zoom into a specific area, and it will actually tell you things about it, either information, it will let you click on phone numbers, etc., just like Google Lens works, but it's now built into the Google camera on the Pixel device, on the Pixel 3. The Google Top Contributors has been rebranded and remarketed as Google Product Experts. Same system, same concept, but they're just renaming it from Top Contributors to Product Experts. And finally, Moz has acquired STAT Search Analytics, a very popular and loved company. So Moz got a lot of cool people with them, a lot of cool technology, and made the industry happy, showing that, hey, Moz is still in the game of SEO, and this is them doubling down, which they said originally, on SEO analytics. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. Sorry this went so fast. I really do appreciate you taking the time. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable, SERoundtable.com over the past week. Again, today is Friday, October 12th. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Bye.